Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and also good evening, depending on whichever time of the day that you are going to come across this video. I'd like to welcome you onto my channel, man. And yeah, man, let's get to it, hey? Let's get to it. Let's talk. I feel like with this topic, it has been trending for iskati now, truth be told. um I am a bit late-ish, but not really late. But you know what they say, better late than never. So let's check out this video, and then we'll just then sizoqala sikhulume kahle about the whole thing and what our findings are. So casted.
A 23-year-old model who has South African and Nigerian parents has faced trying moments after social media users questioned her nationality. Chidima Vanessa Onwe Adetshina is among the top 13 models seeking to represent South Africa at the next Miss World Beauty pageant. Vanessa was born to a South African mother and a Nigerian father in South Africa's Johannesburg city. The model's mother also has Mozambican roots. The law student, who was raised in Soweto and later moved to Cape Town, says she has spent her whole life in South Africa. She adds that in the Miss South Africa 2024 pageant, public attention was not focused on her until she made it to the top 16. Vanessa recently told Sowetan Live news outlet, "I thought to myself, I'm representing a country, but I don't feel the love from the people I am representing. I even asked myself, is it worth it?" The model said there are several other contestants of mixed heritage in the beauty pageant, but they do not receive the negative attention she gets. Vanessa told True Love magazine, "My father being Nigerian doesn't take away the fact that I am South African." According to Miss South Africa entry requirements, a contestant must be a South African citizen and in possession of a valid South African ID document or passport. If the applicant holds dual citizenship, details of both nationalities must be provided. In her recent interview with Sowetan Live, Vanessa said she has a son with her ex-husband who she divorced in February this year. She said, "We were not compatible because he had this ideology of what an African married woman is. I did not want to be in a position where I cannot go out but had to clean, cook. That was just not for me." She added that her marriage robbed her of the beauty of being a wife. For now, she is happy. She is realizing her childhood dream of being a successful model, a career that her mother had also wanted to pursue, but circumstances could not allow. Vanessa revealed that her dream to be crowned Miss South Africa started in 2017. On August 10th, the new Miss South Africa will be crowned, and Vanessa hopes she would succeed Natasha Joubert as the crown holder. A South African citizenship can be acquired by birth, descent, or naturalization. A person born to a South African citizen or permanent resident of South Africa is granted citizenship by birth. The same applies to a person adopted by a South African national. Citizenship by descent is granted to people born outside South Africa to South African nationals, while naturalization is for people who have South African spouses or have held a permanent residence permit for at least 5 years. Miss South Africa 2001 Vanessa Carreira, who was born in South Africa, won the title despite having parents of Portuguese and Angola.
Let's talk about that video, and then I'm going to put another videos and so on and so on, and then we'll be talking. With this video, what stood out for me was this thing. Remember, it was said Guti on her bio she had a Nigerian and a Mozambican flag, but there was no South African flag. Now, the next thing, when she started having a backlash and all of that, that's when she also included the South African flag. And then now she also mentioned something, Eguti, she's representing a country, but she's not feeling the love from that country. You Yabona, with the Mozambican and the Nigerian flag, I feel like she knows very good. Her mom is from Mozambique. Ubabak was in Nigeria. That's how I feel. I feel like we are look. And with her expecting us to show her love, whereas she's not showing South Africa uthando, in a sense yokuthi why did it have to get to a point yokuthi she had to get a backlash in order for her to put up iflag lase South Africa? Because if it wasn't for that, the backlash, I'm sure she would still have a Mozambican and a Nigerian flag. So it's kind of ironic of her ukuthi azochila ngendaba ukuthi urepresenta thina in South Africa, and then but unfortunately she's not what's this receiving uthando. It is for me konke lokho, it just, even with her having to end up putting up the South African flag, it was almost as if she was kind of forced. That's why wagcina esefakele lo flag lase South Africa. It did not feel genuine to me, because she's even proud of being South African. And another thing that people were even asking was that yini into yakhe represents South Africa. Because her names, none of her names. I doubt she even knows any South African language. Bio yakhe futhi nakhona nothing, up until she esefaka le flag lase South Africa. So you got clean, guys. Got clean. Lento asizilima bafethu, siyabona nathi kancane. Lesabaye bethu sifama 4 eyes noma sidinga nama 4 eyes, but we can see okunye. So yeah, let's check out this video.
Hi everyone, my name is Chidima Vanessa Onwe Adechina, known as Chichi. I'm an official Miss South Africa 2024 finalist. 2 interesting facts about myself is that I love dogs, but I'm absolutely afraid of them. And I love singing, but I cannot sing to save my life. So come along on this journey.
The funny thing is that she spoke about her 2 interesting facts about her, of which I feel like, which she mentioned on the video, I feel like she also left out other few interesting facts about her, you know, of which those interesting facts have everything to do with what's going on right now, and even with her having to end up withdrawing from the competition. You understand? And with my what's this? My take on this whole thing, I'm not sure if this was the video that started the whole thing or what, but check out this video, because if I'm not mistaken, I think this was the video that actually was like Aibo Kanjan Manje. You understand? Yeah, check out this video. Guys, I believe that that video is the video that ignited Yonkin, that got everyone talking and asking questions. Kuti uchidi wako kai handle. You understand? And another thing that I think into that kind of sparked kakhulu this thing is the fact ukuthi la bonke labo putting emuva sabo ukuthi abangaphandle. Sibona even nge-attire yabo vele ejampisile. If they were not wearing their attire, I think everyone was just going to be like, oh, okay. Or it might have not even it might have even went under the radar. I think it might have even happened like that. Kuthi abantu besingeke sibone. But the fact ukuthi bagqoke izinto zabo zase Nigeria and everything like that, ilokho kube khona ukuthi usengene kanjani-ke lo sis because akusiwa la wakuphi kahle kahle. And then people started looking into ukuthi negama and everything. You understand? So yes, another thing that they also mentioned is this thing. I also did check. There's a lady by the name of Sherry Wang. I feel like everyone who's participating on these competitions and everything, they need to be investigated. Jangabo Sherry Wang, because I hear Guti, everyone was speaking of his xenophobe, guys. I just want to put that out there. Afrophobia. You know, Afrophobia, of which they say that Afrophobia is when phobia against abantu abamnyama, but siba nobu xenophobic against abantu abamnyama, but all the other people, Asians and all of those people, we don't really pay much mind or anything like that. But truth be told, everyone then does need to be checked. Lo muntu lo wase South Africa ngempela, even nalaba bamhlophe abelungu, because abanye belungu futhi nakhona ibongo singazazi. You understand? Khona abanye nje banezibongo singazazi, bonke nje bekumele kucheckwe. Nayo ke lo oyi-Asian kumele kucheckwe, kwenziwe sure ukuthi uwala or not. If engasuka la akhishwe naye. Khalapho I do agree with that. I fully agree with that. And then there was also this thing, there was a man who came out and spoke. This man allegedly says or said he is Chidima's father and stuff like that. So let's also just check that out and then so kulum.
Origin?
I'm a Nigerian and my wife is a South African.
Oh, all right.
And I've lived in South Africa as well. I spent 10 years in South Africa.
And do you have kids in South Africa?
Yes, I do.
And I suppose they are South African citizens.
Exactly.
All right. And what surname are they using?
My surname.
Your surname?
Because I'm married to their mom, yes.
All right. Okay. And on what visa were you here?
Actually, as I said, I got married. I met my wife in the UK. She's a South African, by the way. So we met in the UK. So in 2010, during World Cup, we decided we're gonna visit. At that time, we don't have children, so we decided we're gonna visit South Africa to watch the World Cup. So that was my first year. That's my first time entering South Africa. So I came with a visitor visa, because there's no other visa suitable for watching a World Cup other than visiting visa. So we came there, the World Cup ended, we returned back. I think it was a few weeks. We returned back to the UK.
Mayeti we return back to UK. Anyazi mina is UK. Uyabona ukuthi baba uyaceba kancane naye. Cha naye lo baba uyaceba. Kahle kahle ukhanda story. It's giving that. Uthi we return back to vele babuyele ezimo. Bayibuyele ezimo abanye abantwana sebengamane besho nje manje ukuthi bona babuyele e-UK yasezimo.
We return back to the UK. Then I have to return back again in 2013, and then with a visitor's visa, then got married to my wife in South Africa. So I am.
Okay, wait a minute. I like it. With a visitor's visa, you got married to your South African woman.
Yes.
All right.
That's correct.
Okay. So I am going to ask you the same question I asked you, Kamba. In your heart,
right?
Are your kids a South African or Nigerian?
It's called dual citizen. They are both.
Okay, but then when you look at them, do you see them as Nigerian kids or otherwise?
That's what I've just said. They are
Okay, they are both.
They are Nigerian kids that have every single right that you have as a South.
Hello everyone, please welcome to Mashudu Entertainment and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Chidima Adechina's alleged father brought new revelations about Chidima, and as you guys just heard, Chidima's dad said he came to South Africa in 2010 to watch the World Cup and married his wife that same year before having kids, and that statement alone raised questions about Chidima's age. Mzansi now believes these new revelations confirm that Chidima cannot be South African and are convinced that something fishy is indeed going on. After Chidima's father revealed that he arrived in Mzansi in 2010 for the World Cup with a visitor's visa and attended the games with Chidima's mother, he alleges that they did not have children then. He was further asked whether he considers his children South African or Nigerian, to which he said they are both and it is called dual citizenship. Netizens are growing suspicious of the Miss South Africa's contestant family, with many now questioning her age through her father's timeline, as well as how he came to South Africa and whether Chidima was ever born in South Africa to begin with. And that is it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do like the video, comment and subscribe to the channel for more on entertainment and celebrity news. Bye guys.
Le story sina makiporoso nje. Amakiporoso hundreds. Why? How nina aniko shy kwenza nje usubmita your rough work. Lo baba, you can tell ukuthi ukuthi he's creating a story, but uyabona le story sakhe uyabona ukuthi uzama ukuthinka on his feet, but uyabona ukuthi nana feet they are not fitting because amakiporoso nje. If lo baba lo ufike baqala baya UK and then wafika la ngo 2010 got married, ngempela phela ugirl fuza una 14 manje. Ugirl she's supposed to be 14 years old. Ngempela mnustru. If kukuthi vele bebengana ngane. Fuza una 14 bafethu. Jwang mara. Una 23 kanjani manje? With which ngakanjani? And shout out to Ulentuzana Mashudu Entertainment. Check them out. Come and understand. Do I believe that this is it's her father? I mean English, I mean Jan. Do I believe this is her father? Yes. I mean I do believe it. I do believe it. You understand? Because if this was not her father, the real father was supposed to come out and debunk this. I couldn't make it. No, lo mlisa lo munye. Uyaphetha, urongile. It's not him. I am the father. Yabona ukuthi even nabo they couldn't plan that thing kahle. Because the minute they saw ukuthi social everyone we picked up on even ageism yakhe, okay, someone else within those brothers that were on that video. Angathi nami ngidakiwe nje amagama amaphuma wrong. Was supposed to say, no, I am the real father. That other man, even if the first man was ubaba khona, kwabonakala ukuthi ish wenze mistake. Futhi ayi mistake uyicebile. Aqhamuka omunye asho ukuthi yazini what was actually that man is not the real father, I'm the real father. This is so and so and so and so. They couldn't do that. And it's late now for them to do that because I already put this out there and I don't know if they'll see this or not, but no, you can't take this idea of mine now. No. No one came debunking Guti, this was not the father. So I believe this is the father. And if this was not the father, ukela kana family. Agana family. Shuti family yakhe, it's one of those people, you know, the family stand up because of things. And if ungana luto, they don't care about you. They only come to celebrate you when usubanigi mal or whatever. But Masa is Kala, Jengaman to kill Zamkalel, no one is there. So I do believe what this is her father. Umama ke upi. Uphi umama, where is her mother? Where is her mother? Does she even have a mother? And I mean, I still believe her mother is Mozambican. Her mother is Moza. Finish nje bafethu. Hayi lamakhiporoshi nisitshela wona. And guys, hayi ukuthi just because ngoba ufike la kaKhumalo. Wafika wahlala la kaKhumalo. Wamithela la kaKhumalo. Nisuka le antseba kaKhumalo. Bese nansi seningaba kaKhumalo. Hayi guys. This whole story is giving that. Kuda bafethu baphuma from le ngaphandle. They came inside. Benza it. Excuse me, kwakhala teenage pregnancy. Kwaphuma ugela. Sebefuna ukuthi ugela wala ekhaya. Just because sebehlala 100 years la. Any umama ke nje makamthanda umntwana. Her mother nje was supposed to come out. No matter how it might seem as when unhlambile abomama, you know abomama aba like no mina ngithanda ukulwa, angithanda ukukhuluma. When it comes to your child, even if ungakuthanda ukukhuluma bafethu, nathi sikuthanda ukukhuluma, sizakhuluma nje ku YouTube because sifuna ukuzama ukuhlane samanye amasenti. Uyasukuma guys ukhulume. You stand up and you fight for your child. You understand? You stand up. This mother is just quiet. Ushenza ama-RIP uyithulele to do. Umama lo mntana ngamthandi yazi. At least the father came out, allegedly. At least the father came out and spoke. Washo yena ukuthi no, uchidi. Wakuphi and what happened and all of that. And with this whole story of my visa, I'm not really going to go deep because nama ngwazi guys angina visa nami. Angina visa. But check out this video. Check this video out.
I'm from Angola, so I was born in Angola, but I've been living in South Africa since 1997. I came to South Africa with the intentions to study. So I had a study permit that I was using to study in South Africa, and every school that you go to, you have to get a study permit for that school. So anyways, I don't want to drag this, but I want to explain the situation of this Chidima, this Chichi chick, and everything that's going on and why people are misunderstanding it. So when I finished high school and I was going to university, I needed to get a study permit for the university I was going to. So I was going to Wits, so I needed a study permit for Wits. So when I graduate at Wits, I can then qualify to get my qualification because I'm legal in the country with a permit that allows me to study at Wits. The issue that you find in South Africa with foreigners is they come to South Africa with a visitor's visa. And then they use that visa to stay in South Africa. They don't even bother to renew it. Some of them then, they find fraudulent ways to try and get a permanent, permit. Some get study permits, but they're not even students. I know a lot of people who have study permits in their passports and they're not even students. Some get married to South African women so they can get South African IDs. That process now became long because the Home Affairs started investigating, so they would come to your house to check if you guys really live together, why are you guys not having children, because it's a 5-year process where you get a marriage certificate and then after that you can apply for permanent residency. I even had a white friend of mine who was married to a woman from England who was deported because she forgot to renew her marriage certificate, which is the law. Okay, furthermore, Chichi's situation is not as tricky as we all thought. Yes, all of us had an opinion because we felt sorry for her. She's 23 years old. She doesn't know anything. Issue number one, the father admitted that they came to South Africa on a visitor's visa for the World Cup. That's the first time they came to South Africa, but the girl's 23, so there's the problem already. The age and the time the father came here, it's not balancing. Okay, let's forget about that discrepancy. Let's assume she was born here, the mother's Mozambican, and the father's Nigerian. She's a foreigner, she can't be South African. Why am I saying this? Because I'm going to use myself as an example. So I've got 4 kids. 2 of my first children, 2 daughters, were born from a Congolese woman. Both of us were living in South Africa. She had an asylum, and I back then was still studying, so I had a study permit, but I was going to Boston, so I had a Boston study permit. When we went to the hospital to give birth to our children, we were given the same form that you are given, but it was written foreign child. So that paper allowed us to just go to our embassy. So we went to the Angolan embassy and registered our child as an Angolan. Then went to the Congolese embassy and registered the child as a Congolese. So she got dual citizenship, which is my citizenship and the mother's citizenship. But she couldn't get a South African one because we did not have South African citizenship. So that happened to both of my first two children. So let's fast forward to a couple of years later. I started dating a white woman. In the 6-year relationship we had two kids, a boy and a girl. Now, she's a white South African who is a citizen. In 2018, I got my South African ID because I had applied for permanent residency, and because I've been here for very long and I went through the whole process, which is a very long process. Just the vetting of your criminal record takes over a year. So eventually I get my ID. I get my permanent residency certificate, which I use to go apply for an ID. Now, I don't have my ID on me, it's in my office, but in my ID, it says that my nationality is Angolan. I'm a non-South African citizen. I've got permanent residency. I got a 13 barcode ID number, but I'm not a citizen. So that means I cannot even vote. My ID just allows me to be able to open bank accounts. I'm legal in the country. I pay tax, open businesses, and so forth. Now, when we had our children, me and my South African partner, the white woman, our children automatically were South African, not because of me, but because of her, the mother. Because whether I put myself in the birth certificate or not, because the mother is South African, the children are South African. In Chichi's situation is both the parents are foreigners. Now, I don't know if the law has changed or something else. Now, if both parents are foreigners, regardless of her being born here, she cannot be South African. Now we have found out that her foreign mother she used a stolen identity. It's done. If that is the case, it's done. If that's the case, as much as we want to use emotions and we want to use feelings and we want to feel sorry for her because she's young, she did nothing wrong, she was just a child, which is the truth. Legally, her parents plus her, maybe her parents can go to jail for the fraudulent stuff, but she has to get deported. But the problem is, where are you going to deport her because she knows no other country but South Africa? So you can't deport her to Nigeria because she doesn't know Nigeria, she only knows South Africa because she was born here. So the parents are the ones that did wrong. Now, what should be done? Definitely, she needs to step aside from Miss South Africa, one. Secondly, the community, the society, the country, whatever, need to forgive her and allow her to continue with the permit, but they need to do due process where they give her a new ID because this was fraudulently obtained, and that means her mother is that woman whose identity was stolen. So she needs to then go through the proper process, okay, get a new ID, which is a non-citizen ID, non-citizenship ID, okay, but then a permanent residency ID. But the parents must then face the consequences. I think that's the only solution, because in the end of the day, the reality is foreigners are doing the most in South Africa. And yes, South Africa is a xenophobic country. Oh yes, it definitely is. I don't care what anybody says. But there are those instances, like right now, where they are not wrong. And the unfortunate reality is many times they are not wrong. So yes, they are xenophobic, but are they really xenophobic if every time they actually prove us wrong or prove themselves right or prove us right, however you want to look at it? Zimbabweans, Nigerians are doing the most. I got a notification now, somebody arguing me about this very same topic. They are doing the most in South Africa, and South Africans are tired. I live in an area which in South Africa is considered a white neighborhood. Don't mind the zinc here I'm building. I'm renovating my home. If you go to our mall, every employee there, cashier, everything, people cleaning is Zimbabweans. Yet South Africans don't have work, are lacking jobs. South Africans are tired. Life is hard. The economy is bad. Home Affairs needs to do better. This is just proof, and we keep proving South Africans right that enough is enough. They are tired. They want their country back. They want things to be run properly. I don't know. What's your guys' opinion?
Yeah. Into engiceba yona lo bhuti. Hayi cha yona iceba ke nani. Ungicabanga niphumuleli. Yo. Yazi into akandiphumuleli wona. Yeah. Elingammenzi lutho lo bhuti. Please. As a believe. Yeah, vele. Yeah. It is what it is. Yes, bullying mhlambe ke yes sibe khona. I didn't check for letters and bullying and stuff like that because abantu ke bayathanda vele ukukhuluma. Unfortunately, we just need to teach ourselves nje ukuthi we ignore ezinye nje izinto. But my question is, umama Gelophi. Yo, the way athuwe ngakhona ngithi uyayibona eklasini makubhala amagama. Uthisha eshiwe one ethi akasale bhala amagama. Ala abakhulumayo. Umama wakhe ngathi khona ubhala amagama eklasini uyathula ngakhona. Yes. Uthule nje ukele, ushaya RIP. Mina ngihlolile ke bafethu. Cha ngihlolile. Lo bhuti lo uqinisile shem. I don't want to lie to you. Yes, there was a visa and all of that. And I still don't feel like. And another thing, why put yourself through this? The minute esebona another thing I think it's also this thing of comfortability. Yoguti, she was able to attend the school grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then maybe also do all other things with her ID document and whatever. So it could also be lento ukuthi she even got to a point with no mina vele nami sengwala ngiyenza noma yini. Because unfortunately Home Affairs by whole deal kuthi mama khona ngathi akusuwa la ekhaya. Wenze i-ID theft. But ubone izinto ukuthi what's going on, why nje ungaphumanga bafethu. What does it because ngiyabona ukuthi sizoluza a lot of things athi siphume bafethu. Yazi ama dreams ethu ayasibambisa. Yo ama dreams ethu. Yo mina ikongasafuna ukuba namanye ama dreams. Ama dreams gaza asiceba. Yiwo nje siceba thina. Ubone. So ukuyali it was found ukuthi khona ID eyenzeka ubukiperosho. Not only that, also ukuyali ugcine se withdraw esephuma kule ntuzana kwi competition. Indaba lezi zabo Lerato Khanyago o Peltus asandaba namakati. Sinala namakati thina. Asinandaba namakati aphuza umlazi. Asandaba nje nalabo. We're not even going to entertain those nje. Labo nje yibo abanye nje kumele ukuthi bebe njani bebe cancelled. Inkinga baningi Oprah Winfrey. Nami ngomunye wabo. Inkinga sesibaningi manje. Sikhuluma safuthi kanti futhi siphinde sikhuluma umbhedo. Then Miss SA to ikhiphe i-statement and with the vetting lo bhuti spoke ngendaba ye-vetting. To vetting ithatha a year. Miss SA vetting takes for how long? It takes how long? Because I feel like naye Miss SA ngathi abawenzi kahle umsebenzi wabo abafethu. Into nje abayenza bayaxoxa nje bayaxoxa abawenzi kahle nabo umsebenzi. For umuntu is going to represent a country. Ngempela yabo i-vetting ithatha how many seconds? How many seconds? Because I feel like they were the people in camp who were supposed to be taking yonke le information and be dealing ngayo yonke lento le. Manje nithatha wona lamakata ngoLerato niyathatha niwenza amajaji. Yeah. Kupla. Sibe statement. Phela ngikuso le statement manje esikhishwe Miss SA. Let me go back there. Just give me a moment. Lava baba khanselwe nje. Nas, I'm there. Tiwa, in light of the recent events, 2024 Miss South Africa contestant Chidima has made the difficult decision to withdraw from the Miss SA competition. We wish Chidima all of the very best all of the very best and success in all her endeavors. But angasabi ne-success, guys, bengasabi ne-success ekhaya kubo yobugebengu. Yebo? In all endeavors except sifaka in brackets. To Miss SA ngoba into abazokubamba inkunzi yona nge-ID. Yazi sibhizi guys, yazi si-stressed ngamafoni wethu. Ne-ID bayitshontsha. I-identity. To Miss SA celebrates South Africa's rich and inclusive culture and diversity. We uphold the spirit of Ubuntu Botho. Okay, and are committed to distributing to the self-belief, self-confidence, and the fulfillment of the aspirations of all girls and women in Africa and worldwide. The Miss SA organization would like to thank our sponsors, partners, fans, and all stakeholders for their continued support and wish the 2024 Miss SA finalists all of the best. As I said, all the other girls, they also need to be investigated and we find out kanjani. Yes, guys, we can't be we can't be Afrophobic. Yes, that is wrong. We must also check girl or Asian. Sizoba Asian phobic. Yes, we need to check kuti girl, is she also from here or what's happening? You understand? Singabathuka abanye abantwana and all of that. Yes, sibabambile ukuthi bebambe inkunzi bashaye theft, but we need to dig out all of this information. And Miss SA, from now on, they are supposed to be doing that to prevent all angibakhuluma ngama self confidence, self what no self yonke le self lokuze umuntu angagcine seba politi eseba broken down eseba njani. They need to do this behind the scenes and deal with it without everyone even knowing, without even anyone being embarrassed. They're supposed to be doing this gupi kahare is parati behind the scenes, God. And then girl uzoposta lokho. Niyazi nahlanya. Guys, sonke siyafuna nathi kuba namafoni, ama-iPhone, but that doesn't mean now we must go stealing ama-iPhone wabantu. Sonke siyafuna sit at the table, but that doesn't mean now we must steal other people's spot. No. Uyambona nje ukele kana ndaba nje naye. Uqonda ukuthini mate ufuna sit at the table? Yes, we all do. But let's earn it. Let's earn it. Then define nepotism. Just because ubani waziwa ubani agcine seyithola into lapho engayideserve nokuyideserve engayi-earnanga nokuyi-earn. Kukhona abanye abantu abayideservayo lo nto bengasayinuki. Ukuyabona? I hope they're going to put someone in her place. Mina ngiyaxoxa ngibu futhi Miss SA. No. Either way, yeah. But yeah, man. You girl, yes, you do deserve, everyone deserves a seat at the table. Everyone. But let's get it and earn it genuinely. Ngendlela right. Not ngubgurugudu, bafethu. Yasikhathela ubgurugudu. And then again, there was also ngathi ke Miss Nigeria. Let me check this. Miss Nigeria Universe. Ngathi they ended up inviting her to join. Let me just check here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is this? Guys, angitholi lento mina. But at the end of the day, Miss Nigeria, they say that it has been invited to participate in the Miss Universe by the organizer. Chidima withdrew from South Africa. Yeah. So, yes, shout out to her for that. Me, I don't have a problem. The problem is loop keeping ababenzai. You understand? In terms of good fun, like no, there's no need for her to be even be polluted. But unfortunately, it's you know. Yes, and then Tyler now Kielwa Zamugu Pumela was defender what I will always stand with South Africa. I just feel regardless of the opinions, she was bullied, and that's what I don't stand for. Yeah, no one stands for you bullying, Shem. Now I'd also like to apologize for everything that she the bullying that she received. She did not deserve that. You understand? You're bullying it wrong, guys. It's very wrong. I say pushing bullying, no bullying. You know. But yeah, man, tell me what you think about this whole thing. I know I'm being all over the place with this thing, the story and stuff like that. But yeah, yeah, let's spread love, man. Sure.